Good afternoon, Sudbury. The Bank of Canada just held the rate at 2.25%, the fourth hold in a row. Exactly what every economist predicted. If you're a Sudbury homeowner, relax. Nothing changes today. If you're a Sudbury buyer, even better. The window is open right now, and I'm going to show you exactly why. And before we get into it, to everyone who watched yesterday's preview, who messaged me last night, who's been following along this week, you're already ahead of 90% of Sudbury buyers right now. You did the work. You're informed. This morning's news isn't a surprise to you. It's confirmation. That's the difference between buyers who win in this market and buyers who chase it. Stay with me. This video gives you your next move. Quick thing. If you want to talk through how today's news affects your specific situation, text me directly at 704. A real number. I read every text. No pitch, just straight answer. I'm Danny Manfred with eXp Realty Brokerage. 10 years on the ground in Sudbury. Let's talk about what's coming next. The bank's next decision is June 10th, in 6 weeks. That's the window. Bank economists are unanimous on what comes next. And it's not what you think. Scotiabank says rates are going to climb to 3% by the end of 2026. National Bank projects 2.50% by Q1 2027. And CIBC says 3% by the end of 26. RBC's Claire Fan went on record on December. The Bank of Canada is done with rate cuts. 4 of the 6 biggest banks in Canada, zero forecasting cuts. Today's borrowing power is your peak, not your floor. 3 things I expect locally between now and June 10th. 1, listings tick up through May. Sudbury Real Estate Board historically sees a 15 to 20% jump in new listings between April and May. More options coming for buyers, but the buyer pool is bigger. 2, prices keep climbing. Inventory is at 2.9 months, already below the long run average. Rental vacancy in some Sudbury neighborhoods is under 1%. Renters are getting pushed into ownership whether they're ready or not. Expect another 1 to 2% appreciation by summer. 3rd, June 10th won't surprise. Hold or hike, not a cut. Whatever you lock in now is as good as it gets. Reasons I'm this confident, and they're not changing. We're in a resource economy, mining, nickel, and critical minerals. The Bank of Canada said it directly in this morning's statement. Canada is a net oil exporter. Higher commodity prices boost national income. 3 blocks from where I'm sitting, PCL Construction is putting micropiles into the ground for Sudbury's $200 million downtown event center. Mayor Lefebvre called it a generational investment, and across the street, the Culture Hub is going up at the same time. Cities don't make $200 million bets on themselves when they're bearish on their own future. Affordability is gravity. A first-time buyer in Toronto needs $1.1 million for a starter home. In Sudbury, $524,000. As long as that delta exists, Southern Ontario buyers keep migrating north. Sudbury is a relief valve for an unaffordable Ontario market. Now here's why I love this Wednesday. Tonight, 2 elimination games tell you everything about our city. Tonight in Kitchener, the Sudbury 5 play Game 5 against KW for back-to-back Basketball Super League championships. KW had the better regular season. Sudbury has the trophy. Defending champs refusing to fold. Also, tonight in Philadelphia, Sid the Kid Crosby. Pittsburgh fought back from 3-0 down, took a shot to the knee in Game 5, limped to the locker room, came back, and set up the game winner. A kid from a small Nova Scotia town refusing to quit at 38. refusing to be written off. That's the same story Sudbury real estate has been telling for 12 months. National headlines write us off. Bigger markets get the spotlight. Meanwhile, we keep winning. Toronto has the spotlight. Sudbury has the title. 3 moves. Today, not next week. First one, get pre-approved with a real lender. It locks your rate for 90 to 120 days. Covers you to June 10th and to July 15th. 2, pick 3 Sudbury communities. Hanmer, Valcairn, Chelmsford, Lively, Valley East, New Sudbury, Garson. Learn 3 cold instead of 8 badly. Third one, be ready to write inside 48 hours of viewing. The buyer who decided last weekend wins. And like I said up top, that number is 705-94. The buyer guide is in the description. There's a pre-approval breakdown and the 3 neighborhood strategies in there as well. And there's an offer prep checklist. And to the people who showed up here today and who showed up yesterday, who will show up next week, thank you. You're the reason this content exists. Keep watching. Keep asking questions. Sudbury wins because Sudbury people pay attention. Tonight, watch the 5. Watch Crosby. Cheer for the underdogs. That's us. Don't watch Toronto. Watch your own backyard. Sudbury 5. Let's go.